So I have a problem. In the first episode of our FCX24 Unimog build battle, I turned my stock FCX24 Unimog into this awesome Overland Unimog, which I'm really happy with. But my problem is it's now really top heavy, and yeah, it struggles to crawl. So in this video, we're going to address that problem, and we're going to do that by fitting as much low down weight as possible. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is these RC all-wheel drive pawl axles. They're metal axles with brass outer portals. Should give us a nice bit of weight and a really nice look as well. I've also got these Injora brass high clearance suspension links, so that should give us a bit more ground clearance and also a bit more weight low down as well. I've also got some Injora metal drive shafts, which I'm umming and ahhing about whether we're going to fit these, so we'll see how we go. The other thing I want to try and do is address the suspension as well, because as it stands now, it's sagging quite a lot. So we're going to have a little play around and just see what we can do with that suspension as well. If you haven't seen the first episode, this is a build battle between myself and Wayne at Crawlstock RC. Be sure to go check out his channel and check out his first video. Now, I kind of jumped the gun a bit. On his first video, he didn't actually reveal what he's doing. So I obviously revealed that I'm doing my camper overland build on my Unimog, but he's kept us in suspense, so I still don't know what he's doing. I'm sure we'll find out in his second video, which will be dropping at the same time as mine. Be sure to go over to his channel, check it out, give him a like, subscribe. Top bloke, does some awesome builds, so yeah, check out his channel. And obviously let me know you prefer mine to his, you know, because it is a build battle after all. Now, if you haven't seen the first episode, basically what I did was I added the Fair RC camper bed. I also added the Fair RC 3D printed front bumper, got Captain America in there as a driver, and then I basically just went to town weathering it, just to give it a kind of like a bit more of a kind of rugged, old kind of used look. Add a few little bits and pieces to the camper bed just to give it a little bit more character as well, and weathered all the stickers and everything. Added a roof rack with some accessories and just weathered those as well. I didn't make any changes to the chassis yet, but the one thing I did do was I just added these Injora 1" Plus brass wheels, which I painted purple, and then I just chucked on some Little Guy Racing Parts Trench King tyres. They're quite soft, so there's quite a lot of squish. As you can see, underneath the chassis is completely stock, so this is obviously where we need to get those metal axles on there to give us a bit more weight. So I've used these axles before on my FCX24 K5. I've also used their versions for the TRX4M and everything as well. Really nice axles, you know, really good price, really nice build quality and everything. As you can see, you've got your brass outer portals and everything there. You've got brass links and everything as well. And then for your rear axle, again, metal axle with all your brass outer portals. So, you know, a bit more weight than stock, so hopefully gives a bit more low down weight. I also want to just see if I can get this flagpole on there from Injora as well, just because, you know, I need more accessories on there. I'll put a link in the description to all of the parts, like the axles, the links, the Fair RC camper bed, the Fair RC bumper, the FMS accessories, and obviously the Unimog itself. So I'll put a link in the description to all of those if you want to check those out. So let's get it all stripped down and get all these parts fitted. Okay, that's everything fitted for now. So what we've got the axles on there, and then I just went for the lower links. I didn't bother doing the upper links, and I didn't bother doing the drive shafts, just because, to be honest, I couldn't bother to take the whole thing apart and take the body off to get to the screws on the top, and yeah. So yeah, we've basically got the lower links, we've got the axles, and then what I've done is I've actually left the front shocks as they are, because I quite like the flex on there. And on the rear, all I've done is just added a second set of springs that were slightly harder, just to reduce that sag. You can see now the rear is just sitting a little bit more upright. You know, as it's moving, obviously it's still going to dip and move, and I still really want that kind of wobble, you know. I want it to be like a proper, really heavy, high centre of gravity wobble machine. So yeah, but we'll see how it performs. You know, if need be, we can make some more changes. Also, what I've done as well is I've just added a little aerial from Injora, just so we've got a little bit of a aerial on there. I'll get a flag on there or something as well at some point. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. Nice little touch. So let's just get it back out on the rock crawler course now and just see how it does on the rocks versus what it was like before, where it basically just fell over every 5 seconds. And yeah, see if this thing can actually do some crawling now. Obviously, it is more of an overland, just a trail truck, but, you know, still be cool just to try it on the rocks and see what it's like. I did get a few people ask me about the weathering that I did. These are the two kits that I used. The soot colour here is what all of the kind of black marks are. Basically, all I do is I just put it on wet and then I just dab it with a paper towel. I use this rust colour then to do like the darker patches and so on. And then I use the orange rust to do like the lighter patches of rust and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I basically just lacquered it at the end, which just obviously flattened it down. That's what I did the windows and so on. But so yeah, so if you're interested, that's what I use, just those Tamiya weathering kits B and C. They're about 10 quid each. Okay, we are outside with the MogRat, as I call it. So we've got the rock crawler course, we'll give it a quick run. Obviously we'll see how it does now. I'm hoping it's a little bit better than it was before. Obviously we've got a lot of weight to counter there, but let's just give it a quick try. Obviously it's not meant to be a rock crawler like I said before, you know, it's just meant to be more of an overland trail rig. At least this gives us an idea of if that extra weight has actually made a difference. I'm really loving the flex on that as well, and that tyre squish is just awesome. I love a bit of squish. First up, let's just do the hill climb. I doubt it's going to get up here, but you know, let's give it a try. It completely failed last time, tipped over straight away. But let's see how it does now. Man, you get those tyres. I think we could do with some harder foams, to be honest. They are super soft. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, still very top heavy. Okay, let's try a different bit. Let's see what it's like coming through here. It did make it through here before. It was just very kind of like, yeah, kind of similar to that really. Obviously we've got some bumper clearance and ground clearance issues, but you know, it's just scraping its way through. Oh, that was going to tip then. Need to go across a bit, I think. Nice. Okay, I'm going to be daring and try and come down here. Oh, how is that still not falling over? Oh, oh, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, it's not going to get up here, is it? But let's just see if we can get any further than we did before. No. It's so top heavy. Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's try a slightly more gentle climb. Well, I say gentle, you know. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh, it's that leaning, isn't it? It's like just starts leaning and going to one side. Nah, it's definitely no rock crawler, is it? I think the mods have made a tiny bit of difference, but you know, I think it's just too top heavy to have made a massive difference. Like I said, I'm not really that bothered, you know, it's not meant to be a rock crawler, it is meant to be like an overland trail rig, but it was just a good way of just trying to compare it really before and after and see, you know, if it did make much difference. But hopefully just on the trail, you know, that bit of weight's going to give us a bit more low down stability, so you know, we're not going to like tip over if we run some slightly harder lines on the trail, which will be giving it a proper trail run in the next video so we can actually see it in its element and see what it performs like there. But I'm really happy with it. I think it looks absolutely awesome. I love it. It's just so cool. I think one other mod I would still like to do would be the steering servo. You know, you can see it's not got the most movement in it now. Obviously, once you start adding weight, the stock FCX24 steering servo does kind of struggle a little bit. So if anybody does have any suggestions on a really good steering servo to use, I was considering maybe like one of the Injora 7kg ones or something. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions on a really good steering servo, you know, that doesn't cost a fortune, that you think would be worthwhile chucking in there, then drop a comment below and let me know and I can take a look at it. That'd be really good. I'm hoping Wayne has revealed his rig now so you can see what his is like compared to mine. Obviously, once you've finished watching my video, obviously all the way through, then check out his video and let me know then in the comments, you know, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer what he's done to his? Do you prefer what I've done to mine? I'm really looking forward to seeing his video and seeing what he's done to his because I haven't seen it yet. So yeah, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit like I said earlier. You know, he does some amazing builds, so I wouldn't be surprised if his rig surpasses mine. But to be honest, I'm still really happy with how mine turned out. So I know it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day, you know. But hopefully, you know, mine looks better. But if you've got any suggestions or things that you think would be really good for me to do to the rig, then drop a comment below and let me know, and I can take a look and see if we can add those in a future video. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.